The ship drifted through the quiet region of space like a wounded beast that had lost all will to move. Inside the medical chamber, soft blue lights flickered over the still form of the alien princess named Rila. Rila had once been known for her glow, a gentle radiance that pulsed across her skin like the shimmer of a nebula. Now that glow had faded to the faintest dim hue, barely bright enough to catch the eye. She lay on a smooth bed that hummed with machines designed by her own people. Those machines were considered the finest in the galaxy, yet none of them worked. On her condition, across from her, a human stood with confusion and worry shaping every line of his face. His name was Aaron, a young engineer who had never expected to be anywhere near a royal figure. He had been picked up from a damaged research station after sending a distress signal. He was not a soldier. He was not a diplomat. He was simply the closest living human when Rila's escort ship suffered a catastrophic malfunction. The alien crew had saved him, but now their princess was dying, and they had no explanation. A tall guard named Corin watched Aaron with firm eyes. Corin had skin that shimmered faintly like Rila's, though his was strong and steady. He did not trust Aaron, but had run out of all other options. Princess Rila faded more with every passing hour, and the crew was desperate. Aaron stepped closer to the bed, unsure if he was even allowed near her. Corin nodded once. This tiny gesture was enough to show that the guard accepted the risk. Aaron swallowed and approached. Rila's breathing was shallow and uneven. Her once golden glow had dimmed into a pale silver sheen that barely remained on her hands. Aaron felt a strange pull in his chest, almost like a sense of responsibility, even though he had never met her before today. He reached out slowly, as if any sudden movement would break her fragile state. His hand hovered over hers. He turned toward Corin, who gave another single silent nod. Aaron placed his hand on hers. A warm rush surged up his arm. It felt like a soft current of energy, gentle yet powerful enough to make his skin prickle. The machines around them emitted a low tone. Rila's silver glow brightened slightly. Aaron pulled his hand back in shock. Corin stepped forward. "Do that again." His voice was steady and urgent. Aaron hesitated for one breath and placed his hand back on Rila's. This time he felt the warmth rise even faster. Her glow increased another shade, still faint but undeniably stronger. The medical monitors registered a new rhythm, one that indicated slight improvement. "What is happening?" Aaron whispered the words more to himself than anyone else. Corin stared in stunned silence. "It is you. Humans carry something we cannot measure." That was all the guard could say. Aaron knew nothing about healing. His job had been repairing machines, not saving lives. Yet his presence seemed to spark something inside the princess. He left his hand where it was, feeling a bond form without warning or explanation. Rila's breathing deepened. Her color brightened again. The door slid open, and the ship's healer rushed in. The healer wore a long robe that glowed with blue stripes, marking rank and skill. He stopped mid-step when he saw the monitors. Impossible. The healer examined the readings again. "Her cells are responding. This has not happened since the fall of our first dynasty." Aaron stepped back. "Want me to move? No." Corin's voice held. A rare edge of hope. "Do not move until I say otherwise." Aaron kept his hand steady. It felt strange to be commanded like that, but he knew the fate of the princess might depend on him. Minutes passed in tense silence. Rila's glow rose from pale silver to a soft gold. Her eyelids fluttered. Aaron froze when he saw the movement. Her eyes opened. Soft amber irises met his. She looked tired yet aware. She breathed a single word. "Who?" Her voice was barely louder than a whisper. Aaron answered gently. "Aaron. Glad you are awake." Her gaze drifted toward his hand still resting on hers. She studied the contact with faint confusion. Then she turned her eyes toward Corin. Why is he touching me? Corin lowered his head in respect. You were fading. No medicine worked. But his touch restored your glow. We do not know how. Rila looked back at Erin. Her voice was soft but steady now. Your touch carries a strength I cannot describe. Erin shook his head. I am not special. I fix broken panels and slow machines. That is all. But her glow continued rising. Erin removed his hand carefully, and instead of dimming, her light held steady. The healer observed with wonder. She is stable. Her balance has returned. This is beyond science. Rila sat up slowly with help from the healer. She studied Erin with curiosity instead of fear. Our legends tell of humans with inner sparks. Many believed those tales were only symbolic. Yet your presence has awakened something deep within me. Erin felt out of place. He wanted to sit down or run away, but his legs remained frozen. Corin stepped forward. Princess, if not for him, you would not have survived this cycle. Rila nodded. Once, and I owe him my life. Erin waved his hands quickly. No debt. Just glad you are safe. But the princess clearly viewed it differently. Her people valued life debts with deep honor. Erin did not know this yet, but the look in her eyes suggested a long path ahead. The healer ran more scans and confirmed Ryla's energy was returning at a remarkable pace. No traces of the strange sickness remained. Her light shifted into a richer gold that filled the room with warmth. Later, when the crew gathered in the main hall, Rila walked on her own for the first time since her illness began. Erin stood to the side, trying to be invisible. He had never been surrounded by so many alien officials, each one taller and more elegant than him. They all watched the princess with awe as she entered. Then they all looked at Erin. Rila addressed them. This human saved my life. Honor him. The crew bowed their heads. Erin nearly tripped backward. He did not know how to respond. He simply gave a small nod, feeling overwhelmed. The commander of the ship approached. You will not be a guest anymore. You will be an ally. Your actions have proven your worth. Erin rubbed the back of his neck, unsure how to respond to such strong praise. I only held her hand. Corin stepped beside him. Sometimes the simplest act carries the greatest power. Days passed on the ship. While Rila recovered, Erin found himself drawn into the daily life of the crew. He helped repair systems that had been neglected after the accident that damaged their engines. He shared stories of Earth and described simple human ideas that the crew found surprisingly interesting. They had traveled through hundreds of star systems, yet they had never met anyone quite like him. Rila visited him often. At first, she thanked him every time she saw him, but Erin asked her to stop because it made him uncomfortable. She agreed, though she would still smile when she passed near him. Her glow returned to its full brilliance, brighter even than before. The healer explained that a new energy signature now pulsed through her, highly unusual but stable. He suspected it was connected to Erin's touch, though he had no way to prove it. One evening, the ship drifted near a region filled with crimson nebula clouds. Rila invited Erin to join her at the observation deck. He hesitated but followed her. The deck was wide and quiet. The windows stretched from floor to ceiling. Rila stood in the center, her glow reflecting off the clear surface like golden fire. Erin approached slowly. She turned toward him. Your kind has a different nature from ours. You carry warmth in a way we do not understand. Erin shook his head. People back home argue all the time. Hard to imagine us being special. Rila moved closer, her voice gentle. You gave me life when mine was slipping away. That is as special as anything in this galaxy. Erin felt his face warm. He was not used to praise from anyone, let alone a princess. But he sensed sincerity in her words. She looked out the window again. Our two worlds have never shared a bond. There were only distant rumors and small trade voyages. Yet in one moment everything changed. Erin followed her gaze. A long trail of crimson clouds stretched far across the stars. They looked like soft waves frozen in time. He spoke quietly. "What caused your sickness?" "No one has told me." Rila paused. "A rare energy storm struck our ship. It passes through our bodies differently from how it passes through yours. We tried to shield ourselves, but the impact was too strong. The storm drained the core light within me. Without it, I fade. No medicine can replace that inner light." Erin listened carefully. "So why did my touch help?" Rila turned toward him. "Your kind carries a different type of energy. Your cells resonate with ours. In a way we still cannot explain. Maybe our legends were not only stories. Maybe humans truly hold some rare spark." Erin breathed slowly. "I did not do anything special. I only cared that you lived." Rila stepped closer and placed her hand gently over his. This time she initiated the touch. Her glow brightened. The light softened the air around them. "You cared, and that changed everything." Erin felt the familiar warm current course through him. But now it felt calmer, as if their energies aligned naturally. He realized that she was not only healed but connected to him in some way. She lifted her hand, and the glow dimmed only slightly. "The bond remains even without contact. You healed me beyond my body. You restored my inner balance." Erin felt both, honored and confused. He never imagined a simple gesture could mean so much. The next morning the crew gathered again, but this time they were preparing for departure. The ship was repaired. The engines were stable. Their mission could continue. Rila approached Erin in the main hall. Her glow had settled into a steady golden shimmer that lit the room wet.